Okay.
Beloved and exceptional speaker of the day, CA P. Venkateswara Kumar sir, Secretary of SCRC, CA Panaraj, Treasurer of SCRC, CA Revati Raghunathan, participants of this evening program. Very good evening to all of you. It gives me the privilege and pleasure to say good evening to all of you and welcome you all to yet another informative and interesting program from SCRC. When we discuss in our action plan of SCRC for the year, we were conscious that our CP program should have a diversity of the topics of professional interest. It should cater to the needs of our members in practice and in industry. The content and the structure of the program can be in our conventional field of taxation, audit, and corporate law. Technical side, like accounting, auditing standards. In fact, the technology side, like the blockchain development, and on subject where the new professional opportunities to our members are emerging and available plenty. I am sure our members would concur with our intent going by the previous programs we held in the last few months. Today, we are having one such subject where there are emerging wide range of professional opportunities. On behalf of SCRC, I extend a very warm and cordial welcome to our speaker, CA V. Venkateswara Kumar sir, who is the great teacher for many of the chartered accountants in the southern region. I am also happy to welcome each one of the members to participate this evening very important CP program. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code was introduced with a view to bring together the bankruptcy laws under one structure, thereby establishing the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board as the nodal agency to regulate all matters relating to insolvency and bankruptcy with intent to complete insolvency resolution process in a fast and a very transparent manner. It is also enable creation of comprehensive code for insolvency and bankruptcy for corporate and individuals. It is establishing a new architect consisting of committee of creditors and dedicated adjudicating authorities. The more importantly, it brings judicial discipline in the process. Arising out of the introduction of the IBC code, the Indian Institute of Insolvency Professionals of ICI, the Section 8 company, was formed by ICI to enroll and regulate insolvency professionals as its members. It is gratifying to note that the large number of members have become insolvency professionals and expanded their professional practice and career growth. Therefore, today's address on the topic of role of COC and RP in the resolution of SIC companies and IBC by our learned speaker, who himself is a prominent insolvency professional, would make this evening to have an insightful learning on some of the facets governing the topic of discussion. I should add that the recommendation of insolvency professionals have given a new dimension to the financial discipline and transforming the banking and other financial sectors to a very great extent. In this respect, the role of committee of creditors and the resolution professionals, especially in regard to issues of SIC companies, very significant. It will be interesting to hear from the great speaker the various duties and the responsibility of an insolvency professional. I once again welcome each one of you for this excellent program. Venkateswara Kumar sir is a great contributor in various ways and means to the institute for the professional, and most of our professional fraternity know our Venkateswara Kumar sir personally, but still as a customary nature, I request Treasurer of SCRC, Madam Revati Raghunathan, to introduce our Venkata Shivakumar sir to the viewers. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Chairman. Thank you very much. I think I should start off this program by saying Shri Gurubhyo Namaha to Venkata Shivakumar sir. He is one of the most formidable gurus. I would say formidable because he teaches so many topics, so many subjects. Like you can't pin him on as an expert to one subject. He is wearing many hats, and he's practicing. Currently very successfully as a insolvency professional and as well as an advocate. I'm very sorry to say that the introduction which was given to me for our today's speaker Venkata Shivakumar sir is only 6 lines. Only 6 lines, and I was very disappointed when I saw it. So I'm going to embellish a lot and just tell you whatever I know about Venkata Shivakumar sir. He is, as you all know, he fights a lot of battles for all professionals on, I would say, battles because these are, he identifies an issue and he immediately files a case and he fights these battles gratuitously. The latest one also, there was an the award which has been going around in the social media. I think many of you will know what I'm talking about. He has done quite a lot of such gratuitous service for the members in the profession. He has been in professional practice for the past 30 years and he has been teaching students for more than 30 years. And he has trained a whopping more than 2 lakh students. Currently, he is practicing as an insolvency professional and he also appears before the Madras High Court, NCLT, NCLAT, etc. And he has more than 12 years of pleading experience. He's a gold medalist in graduation. He's an FCA. He's an LLM in constitutional law. He's an insolvency professional, a registered valuer with IPPI. He's a DISA as well as an FAFD. Like I told you, friends, he wears many hats. He has many qualifications and he practices all of them. It's not just one glamorous addition of alphabets to his series of qualifications. It's more of knowledge acquisition and knowledge dissemination and practice of the same knowledge. I think if I talk, I can talk for another 10 minutes out of my own very little interactions with sir. Many of us will have a lot of in-depth interactions with him based on which we can speak a lot about his the way he generously shares knowledge and not only professional knowledge as well as he'll be kind enough to share with us. We ask him nightly stock tips because he does a lot of research into the share market. And also what many people may not know about him is that he's also a singer and he sings really well, very melodious. I've heard him sing very well, and it's very nice that a person can wear so many hats and be successful with all of them. Over to you, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
Thanks
madam.
a lot
Thank
for
you so much,
invitation, sir.
Panaraj, how are you, sir? I can start. Sir,
Yes.
as to Panaraj might say something or vote of
You can,
thanks.
you can start, sir. Yeah, what?
So, dear friends, the topic of mine today, what I have decided to speak is so vast, but the first step is about this because we may have variety of listeners, and so some introductory part I will take. At first step, friends, I would like to share my thoughts. I was in teaching for a long time, very long time, and at one day I'm telling you honestly, I was standing opposite to this my house. This is the thing, just watching down everywhere, and if I get 25,000 per month, I'll be happy. Like that, I was thinking. Honestly, I'm not joking, because I was into education. Of course, I've done well. Not that invested properly, but income-wise, At that point in time, I was a lawyer, but I don't know that bank audits are something or anything. And this is really, I was just thinking, I caught hold of this today. Every day I remember, and like this, I was seeing. And thereafter, then bank audits, of course, I've done well. And then I remember um, I must credit Madam Sri Priya. She calls me Father Appa, and she told me, you study resolution profession. I said, no, I won't do. Already I've studied so much, and I don't want anything. But accidentally we met in Indian Bank, and when we were talking with the general manager, I went for audit. She came for this thing. Then I realized there is a lot of money is there in this, and I quickly studied and passed. Somehow I marketed myself well, and I don't need to tell you. Today my income is more than 3 crores only in insolvency. 3 years, nothing. Uh, Tax, I'm paying tax, so I can tell all that. And legal appearance, because the way we appear in the court and all, it's so expensive today. Top lawyers charge 5 lakhs per hearing, and I also charge reasonably well. So enormously things have changed. As Madam was telling, Ravati Madam and myself, we are together in the NCLT. We realized enormous opportunities are there for chartered accountants. Chartered accountants are far better. I'm telling you, chartered accountants can be very successful because of their education, because of their experience. But unfortunately, the entire cream has been gone to this company secretaries. They are everywhere they failed. They all kinds of things. Only procedural law it has become. When the object of this entire beautiful legislation is to convert a sick company into a running company. See, today, Satyam Computer, when you saw, the share price came to 17 rupees. Suppose if they had gone for liquidation, what will be there? Only software. There is nothing will be there. When it is taken over by somebody, Leonard Manoharan sir was there. He was made in charge, and he was able to revive. He was given. He is the person in charge. Finally, he should get credit. This company 2,500 rupees share price is gone. So the concept of this company is based. This law is based on that. It's not loss, is only notional. If you are in life, you are in living, then dead body and lying is different. If the company dies through liquidation, you will get only bricks. So that is the legislation with which, intention with which it has come. So from these 2 points, you understand, his friends, is one, what a great opportunity is before this chartered accountant community. We are going on asking bankers. I'm telling you, in banks, most of the banks executive directors were, in such a way that I was close to them when they were DGMs. Then I used to guide them because they go for exams, and then they become GMs, then GMs to EDs. So there is a loyalty. They think me as just I say something, it happens. But then what is the audit fees you get? Bank audits, all of us go, and so many ask. I try my best to help, but if it is for me, they listen, but others, they're not listening. But you don't, it's other income, that's all, bank audits. But there is so much of scope is there with a lesser risk, I can tell you, friends. CA profession is endowed with too much risk. You don't know, you are signing blindly. Can you check everything? But this is, so 2 things I realized, friends, from my experience. One is you must study. Study something which is new. Green pastures are there. That is one thing. The second thing is, you get a satisfaction. It's me, I will tell you, in one assignment, it was liquidation. And I'll talk to you, but then incidentally, I'm telling you, satisfaction means what? The committee of creditors, the bankers told me, there is no assets, there are no liabilities. we will not give 1 rupee. You please go for liquidation. Then what is that? Liquidation expenses also they didn't have. And but then we thought we'll take up, some experience we'll get. Then I took up. Then these promoters were hostile people, highly connected. And they go to any extent. They either pay you money, you take and keep quiet, or I said that and all I won't do. This is a public sector banks. If I'm able to collect money and pay, I've done service to the nation. That's all I'm thinking. I went through. Then that general manager of the UCO Bank was a great madam, and she liked me. All of them liked us, ICICI Bank. They worked like a team. We worked like team. And they brought the asset into liquidation estate. And we went through complete process, and I sold, and 100% I paid in liquidation to the banks. I also got a huge fees because liquidator is commission driven, because you get 5% something like that, and the assets which realized so much. And it's not the money that I got, it's money, very big money, very huge, crores. So that's one thing. But today ICICI Bank general manager told in the meeting, it's not that you're the first person would ever be got 100% in liquidation, and promoters know now that there is somebody who can withstand all the pressures and got today every banker, whatever they say, oh, he got money, he is very capable. It's a great pleasure. Then we got a lot of assignments. There is a headache, and because of the legal knowledge that we have, we are able to handle it. So what I'm trying to say is, see, all of us are, age is only numbers. Age is just numbers. You take good care of your health. Enormous scope is there. And I'm not saying because I'm a teacher of CAs and all. CAs becomes one of the best of the professions. Best of the professions. One, maybe some problems are there. Secondly, the amount of work that institute does is also very good. You take our council members, they spend so much time. We are blaming them, they don't do this, that, but it's enormous tasks. I'm also blaming them, you understand? I'm not saying you, but then there is a story is there. Somebody used to, in the olden times, there's a golden fish and colored fish will be there. So they used to go into the sea and bring that fish and keep it. And they used to become very dull, because in sea they were very happy, and when you put them here, they become dull. So they thought, what is the reason? Should we leave them back? So when they went to an expert, they said, they're dull because you do one thing, bring one shark fish and keep it there. Once they see the shark, they will run and they'll run. So you must have challenges. You must have challenges. That's life. You should not think. This is this, that is this and all. And you see, we see many people think I'm working and all. I was, you understand, the cases that have appeared are all the topmost cases, constitutional validity testings, where the advocate generals were appearing, and I'm a zero. You understand, when the beginning. But then I thought, this is where I learn opportunity. I never lost it. I used to thought this is a great opportunity. Nobody is doing. I got the opportunity, and let me learn. And today, thanks to so many people, that I've become good, very good in the sense. So therefore, what I'm telling you, friends, don't stick to the world, old this traditional law audit and all. That you give it to your assistants. Everything is easy. Don't think they are difficult either. No, common sense. Anbe un annai, arive un tandai, arive un tandai. Please remember, common sense with which you can handle the world. So first is, that is the greatest opportunity. There are two courses are there: insolvency professional and insolvency valuers course. And you may say, where I will get opportunity now? Where I will get now? So many people are there. They themselves have no work. Like that, you may start talking. No, we were also zeros only when we started. We were not. There is no companies also, and we will talk to you, and I'll take you through these things. You will get once one opportunity you will get and succeed. That experience you get is an evolving subject. Now, enormous. I'll tell you in a structured manner, but opportunities are going to come because of Corona and all that things that new assignments not come. Now, personal guarantors are there. They have to pay. So, opportunity is vast. You don't need so many opportunities. It's a very good. Problems will be there. Money will never come freely. Now, first part, before I go, I'm cutting my thinking like this. The topic that is given to me is not opportunities for resolution professionals. That they will give later. How to get opportunities also I will teach you. You understand? It's you have to create something and get the opportunities. Nobody will come and give us. Nobody will come and give us. We have to get in, and I will explain you reality, how to get these opportunities. And today I'm in a position, every bank they'll call, "Arey, Shivkumar sir, can you take this assignment?" I said, no, sir, I'm too much. I don't want. Give it to my friends. No, please, why don't you try? That is the situation. You understand? And it is purely honest, hard work. You have got everything. It's a vast, you are running a company of 1,000 crores. You understand? So many companies we were dealing with liquidation, resolution jobs and all. And then I am also appearing in the code of law. Therefore, I am in a better position to explain you anything on this. In fact, I'm before you today because I have filed a writ petition and my grievance was that this IBBI is not functioning properly. Though I'm not going to blame, they are very good friends of mine. Why you say IBBI has not been functioning? They themselves published data. What was our achievement in the last 4 years? The first step is, what was the objective for which this code has come? As my friend Jalapati clearly explained, in simple term, the object of this code is revival, resolution. As I first started explaining how Mr. Manoharan has revived this Satyam computers when the share price fell to 17 rupees, and today how we bought it. He is not there, but finally he was given charge, and today it is taken over, but then companies survive. So liquidation is never in the objective of this preamble. Also, it is not there in IBC. A comprehensive legislation, excellent legislation, one of the best legislations made, powerful codes. But after 4 years, today 2016 end it came, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. In these 5 long years, what did you achieve? If you ask the question, friends, the objective is one, revival of the company, revival or resolution, like Satyam computers. Then what happened? Only 3% of the companies admitted, only 3% of the companies admitted have been resolved. Then what happened to 97%? The 97% have gone for liquidation. 97% have gone for liquidation. So the first question is, have you achieved your objective? Point number 1. Point number 2, in a time-bound manner, the law predicted first 270 days, 180 days plus 90 days, so 270. Then they have extended to 330 days. But if you see, average time taken for resolution is more than 600 days. 600 days, not resolved. Third objective is maximum realization to stakeholders, creditors. Maximum realization to stakeholders or creditors. And you can see it's more than this figure. What IBBI published, I'm telling you, 8,20,000 crores of rupees as exposure of bank companies, public sector companies came for resolution, admitted to NCLT. Out of this, 6,50,000 crores was lost. Haircuts, 6,50,000. Completely our money. If you see there, out of that 6,50,000 crores lost, almost 99% belongs to public sector banks. And if you do the research paper, IBBI has not published. If you take the research paper, if at all they publish, all the private lenders, ICICI Bank or Axis Bank, anybody, they were able to recover 100% interest, charges, everything. Why? No questions. So time-bound resolution failed. Revival of the companies failed. Then maximum realization to the creditors, it's failed. 90% is gone to the people. And then what is that you have achieved? Such a good legislation, why it has failed? That is the discussion we are going to take. Of course, this is based on the data published, and I have done research on this matter, and my solutions are very, very simple. My solutions are very simple. You can easily do it. I have written so many letters to IBBI, ICAI, IPA, ICI. There is one Section 8 company, ICA, IPA, ICI, that is formed by ICI, like other two institutes. And these people, if you see, they concentrate on Invoker. They concentrate. It's all right. Screen share no documents. Let them go. First one share, but it's yes. Yes. Yeah, this one only. This. Little time there. Right. So, yes. Screen sharing, we were discussing about this. Now what happened? These are the objectives, and IPICA, they should publish some paper. It's a research paper. Then only thing they were doing is they were only going on passing regulations, and they are very, very harsh on resolution professionals. They are extremely hard. You know, ICI, they don't want indiscipline among the members. Not with the council members, that's a different matter, but they will attack you like anything. And not only these people attack you with law, they will immediately suspend you. You can't do anything. And they will also suspend IBBI. So I published one RTI. I asked them, how many of you officials are already, this object of the resolution, the legislation is to revive the sick companies. Then how many of you have experience of reviving sick companies? Not even one person has. Nobody in IBBI or ICI, they don't have a person who has revived the company. They don't know what is the operations. Strange. That is our country, friends. It's strange. And all the people are retired bureaucrats or some the bureaucrats, and no accountability. This is a business legislation. Then when I filed the writ petition, this which I'll show you, then Honorable Chief Justice, one of the best judges we have, Honorable Sanjeev Banerjee. And somehow that day he said, no, we will not interfere in this. This is an executive domain. But there were so many other things are there. Now writ petition is there. I have explained to the Honorable Chief Justice that how an economic legislation should be challenged, should be adjudicated. I will come to that. And this is not the correct way of stand, my lords. No? He was kind, he is so brilliant. So that matters are going to come up for hearing. But friends, our Dattar, Arvind Dattar, a senior counsel, wonderful personality, you all know. In one meeting, first introductory, when the legislation was to start, the learned advocate Arvind Dattar has told very beautifully. Even today, it rings in my mind. I don't know anything about IBC that time. I was sitting CA Institute. A similar lecture was called, and he said, everybody, government, whenever they come with a new legislation, they make so much advertisement. Wonderful, landmark, excellent. This is going to be the solution for our ills. We have 12 lakh crores of NPS are there, and this will solve it. But he said, the legislation is like a bucket. This legislation is like a bucket, and there are so many holes in the bucket. That is the law. System, operability, all those things are weak. Now you are going on pouring money, that is water. And you are saying all the water is drained. All the water is drained. That is what you are going to say. What is this? First, you should correct that systemic faults instead of coming for a new legislation. He said, this IBC will see the same fate as the surfacing. Because you are not addressing the problems of our system. What a word that gentleman has said. It stands true. You understand? Today, I am telling you, I am not talking out of hat. You can go to the IBBA website. It's there. Time-bound resolution failed. First of all, resolution of companies failed. All in liquidation. That is failed. Then you are only daily attacking resolution professionals like anything. And no accountability. By now, somebody should have resigned. Where is the business legislation? Goes by results. Happily, 5 years, the same people are there in that place. And stakeholders, public sector banks have lost money, crores, thousands of crores. But private sector is able to recover. But at the end of the day, one thing good, two legislations, Supreme Court has given green signal for initiating action against the corporate debtors, personal guarantors. That should have come long back because IBBA didn't come out with it. That is the first step. Now, here I would like to say one thing, friends. Whenever I argue in the High Court, Solicitor General will be there, my nice friend, very nice man. And he will immediately take BLRC report, Banking Law Reforms Committee. This is, they say like this. What is wrong? Kirti. Excuse me. What is wrong in this BLRC report? Everything. Sound work. I'll talk to that. And the sound illama. Marchinder. I'll stop. Sorry. So the honorable, the learned Solicitor General will always be saying, what's this BLRC? So one day in the arguments, I asked him, please listen to me very carefully. So that was the only word I won the case. First is, the legislation has come. Why? Simple wording is, promoters have taken crores, hundreds of crores, and they have seen an opportunity in this legislation. Always it's like that. You know, we are all in income tax. The legislation is coming. The assessee wants to find ways and means to evade taxes or avoid tax, whatever you call. So this is the tax planning or tax evasion, tax avoidance. The continuous process, we all be told. So whenever you are coming in a legislation, what for you come for this legislation? Here is a man has taken 1,000 crores and he has siphoned off all the money. Happily he's kept it. And now everyone thought one company came. That is first company, Synergy Dure. Synergy Dure. The State Bank and other banks gave 962 crores, 1,000 crores. That promoter purchased back that company by paying 6 crores, 6%. 6 crores. He has taken it. And not only that, the Honorable Chairperson, Mr. Dr. Sahu, very nice man, very gentleman. He praised what a great achievement. The object of God is resolution, and you got it. Whatever. Here is the company, the promoter has taken 1,000 crores, and now only liabilities for him is 20 crores something. Then started everybody, top lawyers, and chartered accountants, resolution professionals. And one banker used to tell me, this resolution is only for them. They make good money, crores of rupees, nothing else. So in other words, the legislation has come to recover money from the defaulter. And what is the result? The defaulter himself is using the legislation. That minimum one thing was not caught in the Banking Law Reforms Committee. Then only in 2018, Supreme Court urgently gave a judgment on 29A. First Parliament, 29A ordinance was passed, saying that promoters should not come in, their related parties and all these things came. Till then, they don't know that. Now, how can you say the BLRC report is an expert report? They did a lot of report. All the people said, whole world, this, that, they have studied. But the basic question is, you have not addressed it. It is like one example is there. Sridevi, actress, her mother had a problem in the lobe. And so she thought Indians are not good. She sent her to America. The top surgeon came and removed the good lobe in the brain. What was good, he removed it. She died. You know that? Same thing happened in India. That is BLRC. So BLRC is like an American company. Finished. Understand? Then when I told that, arbitrary behavior. And Chief Justice was convinced and the matter starts right. So friends, the nation is involved here. That's why I was trying. It's very difficult to fight against the Union of India and all these people because they'll file cases against you. They will file cases against you. Recently, friends, one bank top man called me and asked, we want to, no, they were about to appoint me. I said, okay. And they told me your AFA, authorization for assignment, was suspended. I said, why? Then I don't know. I called up CA Institute, ICA. Then they said, yes, somebody complained against you 3 years back. So that was processed and the junior official found I'm guilty in the prima facie stage. So they removed my name without informing. Never heard in Indian history. Thereafter, after 6 months, they have said you have acted bona fide. I challenged that in the Madras High Court seeking good compensation. When Chief Justice Lordships saw that, he told the Solicitor General, every paragraph that he said you must reply within 3 weeks. I will take up on the 4th week. So that is the extent of, you call it atrocity. You understand? Only disciplinary matters they are doing. And they go on collect information. They don't know what to do with the information. Sad. So we are challenging. I also challenge that. Why you need these IPS? You have to abolish them. Don't give them powers. And Section 204 of Companies Act, IBC, is under challenge. It will be heard this month. So therefore, there is no audit because that will come. Incidentally, I will tell also what happened. What they are doing is, next point, if you see, this is a time-bound resolution. What do you mean by time-bound resolution? How can you achieve it? Adjudicating NCLT benches, they play a dominant role because any problem you should go, they will pass orders, approvals, permissions, ratifications, they will do fast realization. They need, this is the first level of court. That means they should listen to both the parties, opportunity of being heard. But friends, if you take Chennai, the Union of India itself has decided that we need 3 division benches. Only one judge, 2 judges, one technical, one judicial, they work 120 cases per day. They have not appointed judges. You understand? Next, friends, one more problem. They didn't address any problem, this IBBI or this BLRC and all. NCLAT is in Delhi, principal bench. That means all appeals must go there only. Section 61, Section 62, Supreme Court. Section 61, NCLAT. And the NCLAT, that means 1,000 cases per day are being adjudicated, minimum 2,000-3,000 cases by state NCLTs. And at least 1,000 cases may go there. And only 3 hours. I went there in one case. There is no time for the judge. They'll shout. And they won't listen. And they will pass orders. If you talk something, they'll immediately put fine. In one case, I went. And when I was talking, he came. He said, no. We will not. We have decided all this. Over, dismissed. Then I filed a case. NCLAT should be brought to Chennai, South India. Now what happened? Even there I failed. But before the judge could realize, next day Supreme Court has access to justice allowed. They said Sisriban's case was approved. That time they wrote, you have to must have circuit benches. But circuit benches have not come. Again I filed a case. Thereafter they brought it. But they passed one more order saying that all old cases will be heard by NCLAT bench, principal bench, Delhi. Chennai bench, no work is there here. Again I filed a case. But this time it came before Sanjeev Banerjee. First day he shouted at them, do you think India is Delhi? Do you think India is Delhi? That's all. Immediately notification came. Now it started functioning. You understand? The problem is the Delhi lawyers and all, if you see, they will charge large money. 10 lakhs just for hearing. Who can pay? Here also now it has become 3 lakhs, 5 lakhs, 10 lakhs because of the virtual coaching per hearing. He'll come and talk something. Senior counsels. And there is a lot of pressure on adjudicating authorities because they are big lawyers with connections in Supreme Court and all. So what justice we are going to get? How to address it? I am working on that adjudicating mechanism. One more writ I'll be filing. And this. So friends, what do you understand? What do you understand in this? Our money, lakhs of crores lost just like that, thrown. It's not because of this beautiful legislation, mismanaged legislations. I will now, this is the background. Okay, friends? And from this, I'm going to take up how it should be redressed. I've done research and I've collected suggestions from various people. I've sent this all suggestion to resolution professionals across the nation. I collected their opinion. Then I filed. You understand? Then the Honorable Madras High Court said, IBBI to please see a chartered accountant with his experience he has given. Why don't you consider it? They are not considered. That is, I'll come back to you that time. So now we will take up the discussion on the procedural infirmities to take you, whatever I have explained now, you will get a picture. See, my topic is not to give you an idea, is to give opportunities that will take later, huge opportunities, friends, as I started explaining you. And now, yes, 1 minute, ma, konyo. I will do that. I can do it now, or okay.
No, sir. It need to be done.
Can you please? Oh, you only will have to do, no?
Yes, sir.
We
Yes.
start fast. Can you, from the beginning? Yes, from the beginning. Quick, finish. Yes. Undu mela po. Yes. Not point. Right. Stop. So this was my today's class is only today's lecture webinar is to discuss the issues and quickly how we can redress them. Also, I have done. So that is what I'm going to share it with you. The short summary of the detailed enclosed narrative based on the experience handling these things. And first, friends, you can see this the background to this. If you see, actually bankers were fudging the accounts. You all know. Mr. Raghuram Rajan only found out that this is not correct. They are going on doing window dressing. Now he said we will investigate. Then bank started declaring, and he expected it was around 12 crores actually. And thereafter, you know, banks due to Basel norms, the government started funding them. Huge money was being funded. Yes, there are three. See, so yes. Now you can see, if you see really, friends, the system itself in particularly public sector banks, it doesn't allow honest people to function. So many chains, it's hundreds of crores money. 1 crore means so much money, and therefore inherently the system is a troublesome system. Because public sector banks, nobody is held responsible. They have internal inquiries, all that they'll manage. And always they're worried if you are honest and work hard, you will be put into trouble. Most bankers are very sincere, very dedicated. But if you see a search not done, that is the problem is these bankers. And they don't know, accountability is not given to them, but they are given sweeping powers. They are giving sweeping powers. So everything is decided by bank. What is the concept? This is a concept IBC is on creditors in control. This is a concept of creditors in control. The promoters are displaced. Once the company is admitted to CIRP, corporate insolvency resolution process, the entire management promoters will be suspended board of directors, it's called. They will have no say, and the resolution professional enters. Insolvency professional will take a form and he has to deal it in a time bound manner. But everything is handled by bankers. And most of the times you will have the public sector bankers will be the deciders. Understand? But when the company is law resolution not done, an insolvency professional is attacked. Bankers are the people who guide them. So if you see that fourth point, and my analysis, of course, got with lot of data, which I'll show you. However, shows the modus of operation by and large of the delinquent promoter is that they, in connivance with top management of PSU banks, take loans running into tens, hundreds, and thousands of crores. And they will prepare themselves through some channel, they'll divert off the money and leave the shell to these fellows. Okay, we have discussed all this. Right. I will proceed. And this is the Angapurma. Last, this is culled from the report submitted by IBBI. But they never talked about the basic data, and they published one thing called a symphony. And Dr. Sahu published front page. You see, he didn't write that. If you take the data, it is there. Yet he says this legislation is achieved great results. What is the success of this? Let us talk about it. Is people are now scared. Discipline has come to the industry, but there is no money now. The system is out, and because of the Honorable Supreme Court clearing the road for the action against the personal guarantors, and there is a chance of more money being realized by the banks. Understand? So I don't know why these public sector banks, if your shares are supposed to grow, but they're falling like anything. Now, this is what I told you. This is the data. Job object 6,50,000 crores, public money gone. 3% only has been resolved. 90% went into liquidation. 1.1 million jobs lost. Now I think India mono jobs. Third one, the performances are, see, always if you read that IBBI, we have done so good and all. He says, he compares with the past company past acts, SARFAESI and all. Here the comparison should be what you should have achieved and what you have not achieved. Why there is a gap? How to bridge that gap is the subject scientific approach. But friends, you can see all papers also that fellows, even you see the problem of IBBI or IPA, only all top people are highly paid fellows are sitting. There is nobody down to do the work. All are contract workers, staff. If you see, every 6 months there will be new disciplinary committee. One lady will be there. She will fire you because the day she is on the top, she'll say, "Why you did mistake? Why you did this? Why it is like that?" So every 6 months somebody is changing. Understand? What is the continuity? You don't have proper staff, but you keep asking questions to us. Of course, it is very, very important to control the RPs because there is RPs are minted money. There is no doubts. Particularly, I don't want to blame anybody, but RPs, resolution professionals, have become crorepathi's. But that does not mean you are good people are also to be branded. You understand? That is where this the ground realities they are not able to capture. And if they approach like this, what happened? There are no judges, no. And they came out with new resolution called pre-pack insolvency recently. Ordinance. Big tom, work now. The judges are not there. And you are coming with more and more legislations. Now guarantors will be there. One poor adjudicating authority is sitting. I must tell you, I learned from the adjudicate wonderful judges. They are really good. I learned. Honorable Prakash Kumar sir was there. He is great, wonderful judge. Really, I learned law daily sitting. Now with the this thing, you can always see and learn. Then came Varadarajan sir. He was very good, and now Madam Sucharita is there. and very good. Those of you who are really interested to start a career, please spend some time in learning how these people are adjudicating, what is the law, Companies Act, as well as IBC. So finally, anybody can challenge me whether I'm telling wrong or not. So I'm finding mistakes now, but I have to tell you solutions also. Just there is no way daily I go on finding mistakes, then nobody will listen. But there is a solution also, and I would like you to warn people to come now. You please, Malapoma. Yes, these are the This is the these are the solutions I have given. Short narrative of each problem in annexure. Item 1. 7 main problems identified with suggestions. I have done this. Short narrative of each problem in 7 annexures. Comments and opinions on the above suggestions sent to insolvency professionals through mail. See, if you take a lot of insolvency professionals, really experts, friends, but they don't get opportunity. And even if you get opportunity, you are treated like a dirt by these bankers. Majority. For me, I got some bankers very good, very like a team we all worked. But most of my experiences are they're very, they'll treat you like a slave. They don't know, mad fellows. They will keep on finding faults. Last 20 years, you gave money to all of them. What were you doing? What were your due diligence? Nobody asked. This resolution profession just came 3 months back. Have you done this? Have you done this? They'll be questioning. But if it's a private bank, like ICICI Bank, excellent. They will sit with you. They will work out solutions. They will tell you their experience so that you can imbibe. What a great thing. And you will get the money. You will recover the money without fail. ICICI Bank wouldn't have lost money. That is excellent. So why don't you, IBBI come out with some report on this? They are not doing that, only attacking resolution professionals. Here I must tell you, SEBI, Security Exchange Board. At that point, there were a lot of scams. You know that. Arshad Mehta, Ketan Parekh, the stock market is under shocks only. But that Ramakrishna, he was the man who knew the ground reality. You tell me today, what an excellent system, infrastructure, what India achieved in 5 years, America took 50 years. Today you can't manipulate the system. There are no scams last 20 years. But why this IBBI is doing? Because they are not experienced. No result is checked. And nobody listens. The government doesn't listen. They are busy with their own things. Nation is lost. That's it. So I will go up to 1, 2, 3 for you. Article, I was, when you go for court, you have to be deadly prepared. So much of research, and but then one day it will work. This is my feeling, friends. So this is the comments and opinions on the above suggestions sent to insolvency professionals. Detailed written representation, live case studies with media reports. Now you please proceed. Now this honorable chairperson, the same thing I am repeating. Please proceed, ma'am. Next. Now you see here, you please see here. The Solicitor General many times tells me that, why are you attacking this gentleman only? I make him a party, but he's a good man, nice, very academically brilliant guy. Nicely he'll talk, very polite, very nice. But who is there, you see? Only interviews he only will give. Everything he will tell about, because the face of the IBBI. Naturally, we have to make him party. Right. Next. Right. In the what happened? This is what I said. No, Arvind Datta, sir, he is a visionary. Actually, why don't you bring them into the system? Because he's all the powerful person, administratively some advisors, the great adjudicating authorities, they were the people day to day operating, they know the troubles. Adjudicating authority, top people like Mr. Prakash Kumar, President NCLT, or 2-3 people, 3 or 4, whomever they feel. Then learned persons like this, you constitute a committee which should go and criticize you, make you accountable. Like that, put that shark. You must bring one shark, then only these people will start working. So this is what has happened. That is where the nation is suffering, friends. If suppose we had got 7-8 lakh crores of rupees recovered, the economic jobs would have been created. So many people would have been, nation would not have been in such a dire states as it, in spite of attack by COVID. Next one. Next one. Moodavathu point. Nalu. Right. Next point. Now here only I think they have made, see, they're going on telling that IBC is working very good. We have received 5 lakh crores even without filing cases, they were telling. I filed a RTI. Can you please tell us how do you come to conclusion? They did not have anything, no data. In other words, they're telling the people it's working very well, but there is no data. You understand? There is no data. It is like when Corona came, people were depending on so many medicines, but there is no protocol. And whoever went to big hospitals died. And the bill was something with the children die because the bill is so much. Those people who sat in the house carefully and all, they survived. Therefore, there is scientific approach, scientific temper is absolutely lacking. Right. Next. Right. Proceed. Now, I wrote a letter to them. Please provide me the information, legal opinion, and the material, if any, available on the basis for which the statements based on which they were made comparing the performance. They said no, we don't have any information. But they're collecting the and in Supreme Court also, you see Supreme Court judgment. Yeah, please proceed. 6, item 6. 1, stop. Honorable Supreme Court said in page that at that point in time, these people represented saying we have done very well. Supreme Court is very happy, and one mistake or otherwise I don't know. Supreme Court gave a blanket power to this committee of creditors. What is that blanket power? The decisions of committee of creditors, commercial wisdom of committee of creditors is not justiciable. Is not justiciable. What a sweeping powers these bankers got, they are not, nowhere in the act, if you read, you can make them responsible. Only liabilities, responsibilities, duties to resolution professional. And resolution professional can be removed just like that. Resolution professional, without giving reasons, they will be removing him. If the banker doesn't like your face, that's all. And IBBI did nothing for it. Nothing. Because the law says the ecosystem for making this work, the ecosystem, NCLT, the adjudicating authority, 1. IBBI, the regulator. And the resolution professional is the pivotal person. He is the person who is supposed to work. Understand? He will have to revive the company, keep the company as a running company. Here you see, friends, when you want to run a company, you have a company secretaries and cost accountants who have passed this exam without any experience. I'm not saying there are very good people within that, but generally, if you see, who is that person who can be rated? The bankers will decide. Somebody was retired from bank, old man. See, retired means 60 plus. There's no infrastructure. And bankers are already insecure. Security wise, they are not aggressive. Many. I'm not generalizing. And the bankers will say, what is the fees? Sir, you give me 30,000 per month. Okay. Now this 30,000 per month fellow has to appoint people with lakhs of rupees per month. There is no discussion. And one resolution professional had 40 assignments on date. He was a company secretary. 40. How can you run 40 companies? You never even run companies. He was not no active practice, nothing. He was able to capture 30,000, 60,000, anything you take. Okay, is it? What was this IBBI doing? Till now, there is no blanket. They don't know anything. Honestly, they are drooping in the dark. If the nation has lost lakhs of crores, you have to tell them only. And let us see how the Madras High Court starts hearing me. You are supposed to grade the resolution professional based on their experience, infrastructure, ability to revive. I am advising one client, a resolution professional. He is a chartered accountant. 30 years he was in an industry, running the industry. And this company was a 1,000 crore company, 2,000 crore company, coal. He revived and made it run 100 crores per month, 100 crores now. That is, they won't recognize. IBBI will not know who is doing what. Daily you have to keep sending data. Data they'll take and keep it in Kuppam. That's all. You know, it's heart bleeding for the nation. There's nobody to check it. So, see, Honorable Supreme Court is so happy with the performance because when the Swiss ribbons case was challenged in Supreme Court, the issue is not this performance of IBC. The issue is something else. Constitutional validity of IBC is tested. The top lawyers, what they want. A top lawyer charges 30 lakhs per hearing. Every lawyer in the Delhi, you know, per day 1 crore he will charge just watching screens. Here, Delhi High Court, here Chennai High Court, here the Supreme Court. He will come, just explain. Okay, my lords, I am at your hands, my lords. I'll fall in or feel my wrongs. Like that, they will talk. And 1 crore happy. Next. It's become a damn big cartel like things for the profession, nation. How to solve? That is what Mr. Dattar very beautifully said. You don't address the system. You don't put the bucket with full blocks. You don't address them. Once it's dumped, there are no judges. Supreme Court told recently, last month, I filed a petition in Madras High Court. Immediately, that NCLT bar will filed in Supreme Court. Supreme Court said within 2 weeks you should appoint. June 15th is the last date. It's July 15th now. Nobody is appointed. So, unless we are able to correct this system, where is our nation? What is that you are referring to, this system and all? Big narration is there for everything. We'll come back. So, this is showing that Supreme Court, Honorable Supreme Court is very happy and they gave sweeping powers. But here the problem with the bankers, public sector bankers, they will retire tomorrow. Already they are old people and they have no accountability and they are so scared and they will be attacking only the resolution professional. And you know, corruption is so much, crores exchange. If you are honest resolution professional, you will never get assignments. You will fighting with people only. You will be fighting with people only, which I will explain you. Okay, but you have to be very cautious. Naturally, you are fighting you are running a company. One side workers, they will be attacking you. Management, they will be finding faults with you. Then the bankers, promoters, they will not allow you to function. They will go to any extent to attack you. In spite of all this, you should have. How I was little okay, I will explain you. And now we'll proceed. Yes, so you can proceed. And all Poma. So go ahead. So what I'm trying to say is this. 1 minute. Back, Malapomo. Just back. You see, this is the first. This Mamta Binani ji, she's a nice lady. Lawyer and company secretary has a unique first to her name. She was the resolution professional for the first case that was resolved under the IBC, the new law, Synergy Dure. And 972 crores, 6 crores she got it. Who got it? Promoters only. This only appreciated by Dr. Sahu. He says nothing wrong. You see here, IBBA chairman Dr. Sahu defends 94% haircut for stressed. When this gentleman said this, every promoter, I had a similar case. Very big company I was operating, and that person, I told him, I scared him and all. Then that man was about to decide, and he has got money. He read this, that's all. That company was a 1,000 crore company, 2 companies, and 375 crores the claim. I got 320 crores resolution applicant, and he told me, either you take few crores and keep quiet. Otherwise, chairman is my friend. He was taking money from me. I have recordings. I will finish him off, or you go out. Next month they removed me. Disastrously, miserably, they removed me. And that company has gone for 10 crores today. Liquidation. 10 crores. Where they could have got 300. That is, I sent to IBBI so many letters. This is the problem. Why don't you solve? They will not solve. They will not solve. By chance, they will file complaint. They will catch you. One more case I'll tell you. One financial. I was appointed by NCLT as the IRP. I don't know why he appointed me. I don't know, but suddenly I got appointment letter. He came. This man said, 26 crores I have given. Another 26 crores by that bank. 56 crores, 52 crores. This is a hotel. The hotel is surely worth 70 crores. Now you should ensure that 26 crores come to me. I said, you make a claim. You are a financial, you only applied for CARP, no problem. He told me, I know judges, I know chairman, you don't worry. I said, I don't need all that. I need claim. When did you pay 26 crores? Check, whether you submitted income tax returns. Those things you kindly show me. Then he told me, I came out of the jail. Under Gunda's Act, I was inside. He was a Marwadi person, big financier. So, no problem for you. I said, what? No problem for me. From where I will admit all these things? He said, no problem. You want approvals? I'll get you. I said, I don't want all that. So I went and told the judge, sir, this is the problem. He is going on troubling me to admit. I can't admit. You please file a petition, judge said. I filed a petition. Next day, that petition came up for hearing. But that fellow's petition came first. I didn't know anything. The judge became mad against me. You stupid. He shouted it. When I admitted this case, you question me? Immediately he said, do you have any other resolution professional? Please bring him. I will finish your career. He shouted at me. I didn't know what is happening. The other day he was in another case, he was praising me I'm like a Solomon. I didn't know so many people. Luckily, today is a video conferencing means everybody will see you. Once anybody client knows the judge is shouting at you like this, your career is gone. Your career is gone. But luckily, that was not a video conferencing. So I kept quiet because we don't know. You may appoint a committee. We'll report to the IBBI. Immediately they'll remove you. IBBI has no other work. They won't apply mine. So I kept quiet. I told him, sir, what he has filed, I don't know. I should be given opportunity of being heard to defend myself. No. Tomorrow. Next day, he called the bankers, shouted at that fellows, removed me. I was just keeping quiet. What can we do? Next man who was appointed, he also had the same trouble. Against that fellow and the bank, he filed contempt. The judge filed contempt. Abused them. Left and out. Only single judge sitting in that bench. Actually, 2 judges should sit in the division bench. He removed. That fellow contempt has put Madras High Court, they ran. They got shock of their life. You tell that man, all PDFs will be covered in the lecture. Okay. So every PDF will be covered and we are teaching everything. You understand? I don't want to read, just to run it off for you to go ahead. Okay. No, I can't expect to all teach everything. Whatever is relevant to this whole subject, I am teaching. All right. So then he also gone. Then another person came. Then that man, when he said finished. So the 26 crores gone. So there is no checking system. There is no checking. How to strengthen the system? There is nothing. So now, like this, there were a lot of issues which I identified. And now we'll go to the problems, how we can solve them easily to make this IBBI work so well and achieve the targets. Yes, please proceed. Proceed. Whatever is there, I discussed, finished it. Next next that suggestions, serial number 3. Suggestions for reforms, restructuring.
Yes, sir. And that's
Can we have some or break and coffee? Please make it out. Yeah. Now, friends, this is where I worked very hard. I mean, based on senior advocates, judges, and officials, resolution top professionals, everybody. After finding out from them only, I got this. Simple and practical suggestions for making the insolvency legislation work effectively. The issue, everything I want to take detailedly. The issues relating to insolvency professionals and COC. What is the issue? What I feel is sweeping powers were given to lenders in the appointment of IRP, RP, and their removal without any reasons, any number of times. So they will appoint a person whom they like. Then if he doesn't listen to them, they will remove, appoint another fellow. Then there is no way in which they will fix his remuneration and no reasons attributed. Once they vote 66%, that fellow is gone. And the law wants RP as the pivotal person. He is the key person to resolve the company. His salary, his remuneration, nothing, his experience, his infrastructure, no criteria. There is no grading, all are equal. A 65-year-old person without any experience, just retired, or a person with good experience, there is no difference. But when that person takes over, he can appoint people with pay them salaries, fees worth tens of lakhs. So, what is the suggestion I have given? We should have a structured manner in which the resolution professional should be graded, depending on that I'll show you annexure 2. But then what is that I'm telling is, you must grade the resolution professionals based on their experience, their infrastructure, their results, and grade A, grade B, grade C, and give remuneration fixed on the grades, like our CA Institute, grade 1 firm, grade 2 firm, like that. Second step, bankers should not appoint their own person. Bankers can choose 5 people and send it to them, and it is the IBBI which should select. IBBI can charge fees for that. So that process will give some supervisory role for the IBBI. It's a must. You understand? Just like that, you remove the person by voting, and that is all. And anything goes wrong, who is responsible? Nobody is responsible. Company dies. Somebody told me this legislation is used like a garland in the hands of monkeys. COC is called that, monkeys. They don't know anything. They'll split it like this. Companies are dying because you are admitting a good company. See, why should you think promoter is bad fellow? He's bringing his money, struggling, creating something, creating employment, paying taxes. In a country like India, corrupt nation, he has to survive. All odds. Do you mean to say banks will give money just like that? Though the cost of financing is 9% for 100 rupees, that fellow would have got 80 rupees only. So for 80 rupees, he's paying 9 rupees. It's more than 11%. And then servicing them, bankers. So this system is there. Cost of banking funds is high. It's not so less. So why are you giving them? It is they would have lent wrongly. They would have lent wrongly. And they will not allow others to check also. It means RBI will be checking so well. They themselves are, there is a risk-based audit done by them, which they don't do that, their work. Another problem is that we have, as Mr. Dattar was telling, correctly, he has analyzed. So you have done nothing with regard to this. You could have charged fees for appointing a resolution from 25. They will collect 0.25% commission from us, in addition to subscription fees, yearly menu, all that they are doing. There is nobody to ask and fight. I am only continuously trying. It will click now. I am confident about it. Next is second. I'll take detailedly how I analyzed. We can have some debate and all. Second is issues relating to keeping the entity as a going concern. See friends, you want to keep a company as a going concern. That means many companies which are, if you see, there is no statistics published by IBBI, but company would have been already closed long back. And there is newly, they are talking, all these adjudicating authorities and all, liquidation is the last resort, like that they are giving. Already this company is closed. You take sugar industries. All sugar industries are closed. Now you say you revive, what you can revive? The objective of IBB code itself, productive use of funds for alternative purposes. If the company is going to die, why should you invest there? Whatever little money comes, take it, so that it can be used better. Time-bound resolution. That is the law. It is not wrong to have liquidation, but a company which can be revived, should not go into liquidation. It's not that all companies will be able to revive. Sugar industry, everybody is dead. Their realizable value is much lesser than the cost of production. So you will perish. Nothing can be done unless the government comes and helps. Therefore, you cannot take it structurally saying that the company is to be revived, no closing. If the company, a dead body is there, you have to bury it. That is the concept. If you read the BLRC report, it will be you must identify the companies which are going to fall sick immediately. That is why a default, it was there 1 lakh, now it is 1 crore. You understand? Not paying money to the creditor shows that it is a basis for default. And what at the earliest sign you should catch the company that is going into become sick. You should catch them, change the management, and then give it to a new management, and then see that the company runs. Exactly that Satyam Computers, you can see it happened. That model could have been brought into these things, but this has become a haircut. Today, all banks have bald hair. There is no hair to cut it. Only bald things there. So that is the first. So the going concern means it is given entrusted with the resolution professional. And here is the resolution professional who has never seen how the company functions. He does not know anything. That person is appointed for a small salary. Because his salary is small, L1, he is given the job. See, nothing has been done by IBPI. Very first point you realize that they don't have the knowledge, competence, capability, and Honorable Chief Justice was telling once, the problem with India, when you are going on passing legislation, you must analyze impact analysis and feasibility analysis. We are going on this legislation and you are giving such a sweeping powers to these bankers. Are they competent to take commercial wisdom decisions? How is it possible? A difference between a public sector banker and a private sector banker. What is the statistics we have got? A private lender, how we will go all out to collect the money, and how the public sector banks go all out to kill that, because they are getting money. Chairman, Gearman, they will all get hundreds of crores. Many chairmen, not all. Right. First step is we need a reforms with regard to grading of these firms. With this, like chartered accountants, grade 1, grade 2 and all is being done. We must introduce here. The remuneration should be given based on that. And power to appoint resolution professionals should not be given to bankers, but they should be via media. But if you give to IBPI, they don't have staff. They will unnecessarily stop. They'll discipline too many powers. It's a sub-delegate IPA. They are being given sweeping powers. So there is again corruption will come. So there should be a transparent mechanism. See, when you see approach of IBPI, IPA, ICI, they are thinking all resolution professional thieves. How to attack them? Like a schoolmaster type. You will realize. But nobody has time to talk to them. And you should be top class expert to be in the court to convince the judges. Okay. Right. Next is, that is the main focus itself, friends, keeping the concern as a going concern. And you find nobody is experienced. How do you expect result? How do you, சுடு தண்ணி கொடு. Right. That is the real problem, friends. The goals, implementation of the goals, there is no system. So we lost money. Next, suggestions. This is the most important and serious. The most important serious, totally ignored by the chairperson, that would have made the legislation robust. Friends, if you take in IBBI, the top people, very many are PhDs, very knowledgeable. But why they are not able to identify these troubles? Yeah, I can sit and go on comment. But something wrong in the system. Government is Ministry of Corporate Affairs, full power they are giving. Supreme Court is giving full power. Why are not they? Is it so easy what I'm saying? I don't know. But I have experienced them. They are very brilliant people. So that something is wrong with the system, which is just diverting, and there is no accountability. If you are not doing it, you please put in your papers. The government should ask. But this government is based on your this thing, etc. Right? So this is the first step. Suggestion: legislation must be enacted to official receive. Here, friends, we should. Madam, how much more time is there for me to go? Revati, madam.
Sir, another 30 minutes more, sir.
Okay. You kindly tell me, because once I start going, I don't remember. Right.
Yes, sir.
So, if you see, when you are running a company, when you don't have the required experience, that person who is deciding, the bankers, they don't have required experience. Though they tell revival, but they are interested in recovery only. Who is going to give more money? Why are they worried whether the company will revive or not? But then judiciary is going on telling revival and all. So there is no accountability for COC, the bankers, and most times delay is because of the bankers, and that's issues concern. This is running the business. We have seen many companies which are running are revived, but then so many cases they will file. Day before yesterday, friends, 3 days back, I was appearing as a liquidator because I appear myself, because if I had engaged senior counsels, by now I would have paid 5 crores of rupees. But I am only working freely. But bankers are themselves filing cases. That is the extent. And my opponents are the topmost lawyers, paid 15 lakhs, 15 for hearing. And you can see 30 cases I am arguing, separate full day for us. Then one by one I have to explain. And the senior counsels, when they come, they will not come prepared. That is another problem. They will abuse you. Personal allegations they'll make. The liquidator is having bad opinion. He's doing this, that, like that. They will attack you. We are doing sincerely the job. And you are attacking us in front of video conferencing. Everybody. Yesterday, day, one senior counsel, top man, my close friend, what else he can do? He told, my lords, this man wants to support that person who is giving 300 crores. My client wants to give 500 crores. Then that client actually gave a forged bank guarantee. He's not talking that. Then I told the honorable judge, that I'll get 5% commission. 5% of 500 is 25 crores. 5% of 300 is 15 crores. Really, I want to be corrupt. Why should I do this? Everybody smiles. But the problem is, in a video conferencing, when everybody see, and top senior councils only are interested in this IB NCLT proceedings. There is no chance for the young people to develop because the senior councils. And adjudicating others is find it intimidate power. Understand? So this is another problem which this Ministry of Corporate Affairs or legal department is not addressed. So this is the first problem to us is blind IBBI, highly autocratic functioning, no provisions for redressing the grievances, impracticable regulations. Daily they are coming with regulations. Daily. Will you do that? Daily you will put rules in your office. But here you will find daily new regulation. Just like that, they will implement it. Business legislations, friends, take for example, your child is there and 10 mistakes, 10 acts are there, 8 good, 2 bad. So you will take holistically decide. But here, that 2 mistake is there, now you will tell the court. Court will catch you for that too. You will be removed. How can you apply disciplinary case through a business regulations? You know, when you are acting on an RP, even CA they will remove. Not one. It will be disastrous. And you know what happens? Here, let us say there is one mistake. IPA, ICA immediately starts disciplinary proceedings. And again, this will also will do disciplinary proceedings parallelly. That is, my allegation is I've stolen money. So I have to go to Saidapeta court. And after that, afternoon, I'll have to go to Egmore court. Same case. How is it possible? The constitution is never thought. If you see that BLRC report, they say, we have seen RBI and SEBI disciplinary mechanisms. It was very good. We also seen ICAI mechanism, which is corrupt, reasonably corrupt, they say. I'm not saying, you can see that report. And we merged both and taken something. That is what they say. Why you would have a 2-tier architecture? If you ask question, they say, these people studied detailedly, IBBI, BLRC studied a lot. That is under challenge now. When it comes, they saw RBI and SEBI regulations are very good. And they also saw ICAI disciplinary mechanism, which is corrupt. They mixed both. If you are good, you will take good only. Now, why you take bad also? You are telling ICAI mechanism is bad. Then why you take it? Who asked you to take it? That is my challenge. Understand? Just like that, they wrote something they didn't know. Somebody will challenge. And there is no obsolete, lack of there is no accountability. Nobody is asking you, what is the problem? Why are you coming with so many legislations? Nobody. The Economic Times and others, they go on price. And whenever somebody studied, there was a study report by Economic Times about this, how this IBBI is not functioning, but they have not come out. And it is very difficult to bring it to court because court will not interfere in policy matters unless you are a top lawyer, judge knows your integrity and all. But that next month, I think all these cases are coming. Let us see. NCLAT we filed. NCLT has come. NCLAT again they put condition. It has come. That's gone. And now we filed on 23A regulation and authorization for assignment. They dismissed it, but then again it is coming out, and that we will be challenging continuously. And 3 more all together marks. Now I think we'll get a reasonably good judgment. I'm hoping. So now suggestions. All the 3 IPAs must be abolished, and the fees collected by these 3 agencies should be levied by IBBI in future to significantly increase its revenues. See, CA Institute has got thousands of crores. Why they want this people to collect money and then go on attack members? Understand? And that is one thing. Second is governing structure of IB should be changed. See, it is here what happens is bureaucracy. Now, CA also got NEFRA. One day CA Institute will turn to IBBA, you see, because no member is worried. Once it goes to bureaucrats, today, suppose some problem comes to me. This is our current president is there, Mr. Nihar, very nice person. As of now, I feel he's nice. Even in one disciplinary case where IPA did it, he only told them, what is this? When he's acting bona fide, why are you this thing? That means today we can represent our problem to council members. Council members, they'll try. You cannot go on blame them. What they can do? What they can do, you tell me. The government is controlling us. You will retort like me. I am an individual. I don't care. I don't need any positions. But they all went there too. Not that they go for only position, friends. We are only blaming them. They work so much. I will not be able to work. Understand? All this regional council, why are they sitting? What for? They will sit boring lecture. You understand? But they have some passion to do something. Yeah, that's all. So, if council members are there, we can tell them the problems when they come before us votes. But if it completely becomes bureaucratic organization, who will you tell? Who will you tell? So NEFRA is a dangerous headache. But somehow institute is not helping me. I don't know anything. So daily fighting with the MC are worried, not our institute. They come and tell something against me only. So I'm finding it difficult. Days have gone. I decided drop out this and NEFRA. But still, our Amarjit sir, all that will tell, please try. I have to read, no. So much I studied on this. Research you have to go to the judge. It's not easy. Right. But I feel this IBBA governing structure should be turned to ICA. All members we should select the governing by at least 50%. Then that people will represent our problem. See, we have one Durgesh Kabra, very nice council member. He's very responsive. I know how others are. If you see Bombay group, they will abuse him. But for me, I found him. He's very receptive to the problems. I know how to defend myself. So they are going on touching me. Then we are also giving them shocks. That is a different matter. But how all the CAs or IPs can take this unnecessary discipline? It's a pain on the mind. It's a great pain. Daily disciplinary case. One full year they didn't give me AFA. Filed cases, everything. But I structured it well that I decided to charge 2 crores damages. And Madras High Court admitted it. You understand? Judge wrote this thing and all. They are thinking it can be handled there only, but not in Madras High Court and Supreme Court. Understand? So, but then you need to, cost of litigation is very high. Cost of litigation is too much. So how can you, I have learned it last 12 years because everybody were attacking me. I thought best thing is to be a lawyer. Attack, I learned everything. It's a good thing because they put shark on me and therefore I become a lively golden fish. That's all. Right. That is my suggestion, friends. There is a great need for change in the structure of IBBI, which is not functioning. It is not functioning. Let them challenge me in the court. Let them tell me. I will prove it. First to abolish this IPA agency. They are fighting themselves. We'll be sad to see ICAA Institute puts our name, ICA. We are shocked sometimes. Every time I get ICA, then I don't see. You understand? But friends, their presidents are so good to me. You understand? But then good days, I am a CA. I have to be devoted to my chartered accountants. Right. We should fix responsibility for Dr. Sahu. That's my feeling. Due respect. Next. Top bankers and promoters, suggestion and overall picture. And now suggestions. democratization of suggestions given are simple within the parameters of the code and the law laid down by the Honorable Supreme Court, expected to significantly improve the operational efficiency of the legislation. 2. Democratization of the regulator, who is now drooping in the dark, will result in improving the corporate governance and accountability. The voice of affected stakeholders, in particular the insolvency professional, will be heard, resulting in immediate correction and plugging of the loopholes till date ignored by the chairperson, resulting in total. See, we are the people know the troubles now. We are the people know all the troubles. You don't talk to us. Instead, you will kick us. You understand? Then where is the question? How can you survive? And really, then when the insolvency professional comes, once in a lifetime opportunity. So if he keeps quiet and takes care of himself, whatever he earned on the 30 years of hard work, he will get. So that he will prefer, or he will come, hey, we and all lose the job. Tell me. You understand? There should be cost benefit analysis, risk return analysis should be done. I repeat this particular point. I am able to get a resolution job. How? I am a resolution professional. I'll go and catch the GM recovery, and fees charge is 60,000, and that fellow will give you. After that, you listen to him. He will call you anything. You keep listening, and then you be careful and take care of everything. And you would have made all the 30 years what you would have got. Happily, you will make, and then you can have some infrastructure, get another company, and the company dies. You are not accountable. Company sold, or it goes liquidation. Liquidation means more good. You will get a percentage based remuneration, a huge remuneration will come. You are not looking at that. That is the problem. Okay. Now I gave how to improve the revenues of IBBA also, and yes, please proceed further. I have also estimated the money that they'll get, but they didn't read. IBBI did not read anything. I took in RTI, but they are thinking I'm bad, and they wrote in another counter. Judge wanted Chief Justice, you file the counter. The counter, they are abusing me, going on telling this fellow doing that and all. It's good only. Go on, abuse me. Court will take care of it. You understand? I will never abuse. I'll be very careful. Right. This is the adjudicating mechanism. That also I prepared, and that may not be right available to you. So I think for this purpose is roughly I gave some idea, and it's a long journey, but we have to concentrate. I think the new council will give a lot of priority for getting good opportunities for chartered accountants to shine. Our institute is doing a lot of work in that, but somehow this area is left out. Understand? First, it was new that committee was under Honorable Deenal Shah. But he was able to make some 60 crores. That some cases also came, you know. Deenal Shah was his Bharati Forge, Bharati company, and then he's gone into institute. He was the director. He was the director of IPA, and then he took care of himself. That time, all assignments he got for Ernst & Young or some other company, and thereafter somebody filed cases and all against him. That's there. But I hope this time they'll do something for members, educate them, give them good opportunities. Don't create scare in their minds. A lot of training can be given. It's very nice. My friend Jalapati ji and Revati ji and Panaraj, all of them decided this is a good topic for. It's a long topic is there, friends, and gave me a great opportunity to talk to you all. And I would request you to go through everything, balance. If you want, then I can take everything. I said it. Writing only, I didn't read out. Yes. So, madam, should I continue further?
So we have 10 more minutes, sir. So we can continue. Then.
Okay. Okay.
Sir, Selva, have you received any questions?
Not much questions, so we can continue the presentation itself.
Whatever questions we have received, no, that we will discuss, no, for 10 minutes.
Not much questions. The suggestion only, that's not much questions.
Okay,
So,
okay. Any questions? Just
if so, I will post it, sir. No worries. We can continue with the presentation.
Okay, sir.
Actually, question is, one person asked, how do you say private sector is recovering? What is the source? There is no source. But if you do, please go to the ICICI Bank or all those banks, KV Karur Vysya Bank or anything, you will see that. Understand? I cannot give reasons. I've done almost about 15, 20 assignments, of course, but I'm an advisor to many persons. Then we realize that if only the private bankers are deciding makers, they will collect all the money. This should be done by ICICI, IBBI. So find out who is doing well, who is not doing well. Take lessons from the people doing well and bring it into operations. That's my feeling. Right. There's no other questions. Okay, madam, should I continue? So only 8 minutes are there. How do you say private? That's only one question. Hearing all the issues around IP profession, do you still recommend us to? See, any first question I read out. Hearing all the issues around the IP profession, do you still recommend us to take the IP profession? As I see, no one support IPs and his role is not appreciated. How to manage the risk like this? I told you, friends, you mean to say everybody run away from these IPs? Things will change. And one shark will sit, then they'll make them work. And it is not that IBBI is going to be like this always. And it is not that one day it has to be recognized and the accountability will be fixed. By then you have a lot of experience, no? So this is inherently risk is driven, but this is a manageable risk compared to the CA auditing risk, is my opinion. You have to be rule bound and you should do it in the best the interest. You will get highly rewarding also, no? Good situation this thing is there. And instead of spending so much time on audit profession, audit also you can take banks, but you don't know how much risk you are taking there. But here everything is rule driven. You have to comply with that rules. 2-3 things you start doing, it is enormously opportunist. It's bound to be, you are bound to be exposed to troubles. You should be prepared. People will tell so many things, so many bad things talk to you about you. When you are not bad, why are you worried? See, everybody talks bad, but when you are making more money, what's talking like that?
Those were the questions, sir. Anurag, over to you, sir.
Yes, thank you very much, sir. It was excellent and very lucid presentation. Many people, many attendees would have thought that this is a subject which is difficult or complicated. You have made it so easy for them. Chairman, you have any comments to be made or before the vote of thanks?
I would just request.
So what I observed throughout the session was, yes, sir.
Sir, Venkata sir wants to say something.
See, there is a great opportunity.
Yeah,
In
yes, sir.
one area is pleading techniques. We should train our members. And the one is outsourcing work is there. Lot of work is there as a resolution professional can give. So this our Jalpati will immediately capture that for the sake of members, because we can offer a lot of work right from the administrative side, you need somebody to revive the companies. There should be some thing you can keep. Similarly, pleading before the Honorable Adjudicating Authority, NCLT, NCLAT, that is background works you can do, and valuations is there, forensic audit is there, transaction audit is there, and claims verification is there, and you can be an internal auditor doing a lot of work. And I'm doing one company, it's about 1,000 crores company. So whomever, of course, following the rules and regulations only, make sure that they will all get some, our CAs are given first preference in my case, and my students, because I have got everybody's, so therefore give a chance to everybody. And this is an opportunity to help everybody. That's what I've done. Yes, thank you. You can think of those lines, sir. There's so many areas in this. Our Gopal Krishnaraju does, his knowledge is too much. Any area he is able to talk. I am not like that. You understand? I don't have time to do all this.
Yes.
Take care.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. Sir, thank you very much for your excellent presentation. It was so lucid that even though I missed it some parts, stages, it was very, very clear. And I identified 3 to 4 things. Number one, we started off so informally, and it was not like a lecture at all. Number one, it was like an interaction. You are interacting with the court, you are interacting with the IBBI, you are interacting with the Supreme Court, and Arvind Datar, everybody. So you brought so many people into the picture. It was like a play, a short story play. We were watching it, and that's the art of presentation. That is only one and only Venkat Shivkumar can do it. It seems this is the first lecture I heard from you, sir. Hats off to your work and dedication. And the way you presented, you never did any what's called PPT or anything. You took a case which you have fought, and from there, even excerpts from the case itself, you took what are the lacunae in the act itself, and what is the problem in implementing the law, and what is the again difference between private sector and the public sector, and how it should be corrected. And you have given even suggestions also. Normally people speak and they don't go to the level of giving suggestions to the government. You have given, even to that extent, you have given suggestions also, and also identified the specific areas where the members, if at all they try their hand in this area of practice, how tough they should be, how it is easy, and both the sides of the coin, like taking this professional line, there also you have covered. So such a comprehensive presentation you have done. That's the reason, in my opinion, there are very, very less questions. So that's the what's called presentation of a great teacher, and a teacher with a great knowledge, and your erudition in so many fields, and your what's called firm-mindedness in fighting the things in court of law, and exposing the things and doing research work. All these things are very, very evident in your work and your presentation. Thank you on behalf of SIRC for your time and sharing your
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All the best for you.
Thank you, sir.
I thank the delegates also for taking interest and attending this. But for your participation, definitely the webinars like this would not be possible, and not be successful also. So I thank Chairman as well as Revati madam for being here, and special thanks to the Chairman for selecting this topic, because choosing this topic and presenting this way is definitely a very good experiment, and this experiment has been so successful. I also thank SIRC back office and technical and support of Selva. Selva, thank you very much, and thank you all once again, and good night.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Good day. Have a nice day.
Thank you.